dear Lady Greyshot, I assure you it is simply a mild form of eczema. Nothing to worry about, really.
But it's so unsightly, Dr. Latimer, and it does irritate so.
Just a touch of this ointment, night and morning, and that little rash will disappear. But you must promise me something.
Of course.
These hands were not made for washing up, were they?
Oh, really?
Now, I know how active you are, Lady Greyshot, but you really must try to resist temptation.
I promise, Dr. Latimer.
And if you're at all unhappy, just telephone Miss Forbes on Monday morning, and she will arrange another appointment for you.
Thank you so much.
Now, you won't forget your promise, will you? No more washing up. Oh, Madeline, will you telephone my son's surgery again? And if he's still busy, leave that message I gave you.
Very well, Dr. Latimer.
Goodbye, Dr. Latimer. And once again, thank you so very much.
Not at all, Lady Greyshot. My time is yours. Madeline, Lady Greyshot's account, the consultation was 45 minutes. Oh, yes, and don't forget, when you're making out the bill, add £7.50 for my ointment.
Breathe in and out and in and out. Do up your shirt now, Mr. Burton.
Thank you, Doctor.
Well, it's the same old story. You have got to give up smoking.
Oh, I can't give it up, Doctor. It's like a drug.
It is a drug.
Yeah, right.
Hello? Oh, not again. Helen, please don't call me on this line. I told you I'm in the middle of surgery. Mr. Burton.
Yeah?
I'll tell you something. I used to smoke, and to be honest, in times of stress, I'm very tempted to have a cigarette myself. Helen, please, if you want to leave a message, call Louise on the other number. This is my private line for important calls. Now, what was I talking about?
Stress.
Yes, stress. A domestic crisis or trouble at home. These things can cause stress. It happens to many people.
Yeah, right, Doctor. And if I may say so, I was most upset to hear about you and Mrs. Latimer. Great shame.
Yes. Now, let's look at your card.
Yeah, I don't know why they have to put these things in the local papers. I mean, whose business is divorce except the people concerned, eh?
Quite.
Yeah.
Now, if you come and see me again...
Yeah, my boy, Harry, up in Scotland, he was livid when he read that clipping I sent to him.
Now, Thursday?
Yeah, I would like to assure you, Doctor, and I know I speak for all those people out there in that waiting room of yours, because we was all agreed when we was talking about it. You're getting divorced makes no difference to us.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Not at all, Doctor.
Right.
And thank you for your time. Right. No time like the present, eh? Mustache, I'm on the meter. Oh, when you see your missus, your ex-missus, tell her to take it easy with that sports card of hers. She cut me up something dreadful this morning.
And Mrs. Smiley rang. She was in a terrible state. She thinks she's pregnant.
No, she can't be. Her husband's had a vasectomy.
That's why she's in a terrible state.
I'll pop in there later.
Your father's secretary rang a couple of times. He wants to talk to you very urgently, but don't worry.
Oh?
And your mother rang. She wanted to know if you'd spoken to your father. I said that you hadn't. And she said he'll be getting in touch with you to talk about something very important, but don't worry.
What on earth's going on? They're both ringing me up and telling me not to worry. It's very worrying. I wonder what he wants to talk about.
Well, you won't get him now. Gone to Ascot with one of his patients.
The perks of Harley Street. An Arab a day keeps the doctor.
That play?
No, it just keeps the doctor. Oh, who'd be a GP? Dr. Latimer speaking. Ah, Mrs. Smiley. Yeah, now calm down. Yes. I'll pop in round about 4 o'clock. Is that all right? Smashing. No. Please do calm down.
Dr. Latimer's
Yes, I'll see you
surgery.
then. Okay.
Oh,
Bye.
hello, dear. How are you? Oh, fine, yes. Yes, we are very busy. No, of course not. Hang on.
It's my mother.
No, it's your wife. Sorry, ex-wife.
Louise, do you have to be so friendly? And don't tell her how busy we are. She'll probably want more alimony. Yes, Helen. Now, hang on a sec. Yeah, bye, Louise. Have a nice weekend. How many times have I got to tell you not to ring me on this line? It's as bad as when we were married. What? Look, I'm very, very busy, Helen. Charles is on holiday, and I'm running the practice single-handed. No, I am not too mean to bring in a locum. I don't need a locum. I can manage perfectly well without a locum, so long as I'm not constantly interrupted by ex-wives.
Tom, why are you being so aggressive? You don't even know why I'm calling.
Probably to ask if I've heard from your solicitor. Why are you calling?
To ask if you've heard from my solicitor.
I'm always hearing from your solicitor. I'm sick of hearing from your solicitor. Do you realize how much it costs to send a solicitor's letter?
Divorce is expensive, my darling.
You're damn right it is, especially when I'm lumbered with the cost. Look, I've got to go, Helen. I'm late for my rounds. Yeah, and I am not your darling. Rawr. Now, Helen, what do you want?
Dare you come into my house? You know what the judge said? You mustn't come beyond the surgery door without my permission.
Ah, to hell with the judge.
That's contempt of court. Now go and answer your phone. I want to talk to you.
What about?
Answer your phone and I'll tell you.
Now, Helen, you've had everything. The house, alimony, the lot. I have settled all the outstanding household accounts up until the end of May, and I pay you rent for the surgery. So what is there to talk about?
Harrods.
What?
Harrods. You haven't paid the May account at Harrods.
That is not a household bill.
Oh, well, if you want to go back to court again, darling, that's up to you.
Harrods is not a household bill. The judge never mentioned Harrods.
Tom, I don't have to argue with you. After all, we're not married anymore.
Yeah, that just about sums up your attitude to marriage. Someone to argue with, someone to nag.
Would you leave now? I have a lunch appointment.
It's funny. I didn't see anything about nagging in our marriage contract. Must have been in the small print.
Right, I'm calling my solicitor.
Yeah, yes, why don't you check with him? Now, I can remember something about honouring and cherishing. Yes, I think even love was mentioned, but I honestly don't recall you undertaking to nag me till death us do part.
Mr. Kramer, please.
Oh, yes, there was definitely something about love and bodily worship. Yes, but I have a feeling your solicitor put in an exemption clause to allow for your headaches.
You have to talk like a man who lives in the gutter. Tell Mr. Kramer it's Helen Latimer. He'll speak to me.
Yeah, the point is, Helen, our contract is null and void. You are released of all your nagging obligations. Now, look, I'm going back to my surgery now, and if you promise to stop pestering me, I promise not to cross checkpoint Charlie, okay?
Hello, Harvey, it's Helen. Do I? Well, I am upset. He's here again, making a nuisance of himself. Yes, of course he knows he's not supposed to come beyond his surgery door, but what can I do, Harvey?
Tell her to stop pestering me, Harvey. Tell her to stop phoning me on my private line, Harvey. Tell her to stick her Harrods bill, Harvey.
Yes, that's him shouting. No, he hasn't been violent yet. Yes, Harvey. Oh, I will, Harvey. I don't know what I do without you, Harvey. Oh, by the way, your little builder called today. He said he could do the work on Sunday. Yes. Bye. Oh, Harvey, because of this little upset, I might be a little late for lunch. Ciao. You'll be hearing from my solicitor.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Probably send me the bill for lunch, eh? I know you'll say it's none of my business, but what building work are you having done?
It's none of your business.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, I don't want you sending me the bill. Comprendo?
Comprendo.
Yes. By the way, Helen. Yeah, I've had a bolt fitted to my side of the door. I want to show it to you. There.
Very nice. Anything else exciting to show me?
I thought you might like to have one fitted on your side.
No, I don't think that'll be necessary. I'd just appreciate it if you'd knock in future and not come barging into my house as if you owned the place. Ow!
Simon, it's Tom. Yeah, fine. Great. Well, you know, actually, I'm saying great, but the thing is, I can't play squash tomorrow. Yeah, I know we play for Saturday, but I've hurt my finger. No, I can't play left-handed. Well, yeah, it might be better by Monday. I don't know. Well, I know I'm a doctor, but... Yes, OK. OK, we'll pencil in Monday. Yeah, yes, I've been very busy. Charles has been on holiday. Monday, thank God. Yeah. Yes. You know me. Too mean to bring in the locum. Oh, did she? How did you speak to Helen? Oh, what, to invite you for dinner? Tonight? Oh. Yes, well, you and Catherine have a lovely evening. She always gives super dinner parties. Hmm. Oh, David and Maggie? Hmm. What, and Mike and Jill, too? Oh, the whole gang, then. It's so you can meet who? Harvey Kramer? Yes, I know him. Well, better get going. You know what Helen's like if you're late. Mm. Give my love to everyone. No, Simon, not Helen and Harvey. Okay, ciao. I mean, bye.
And that these statistics show that 1 out of every 3 marriages now ends in divorce. It goes on to say that the institution of marriage is as popular as ever.
Oh, terrific.
But frankly, it cannot be denied that the NHS doctor works incredibly long hours. The pressures on him are enormous.
Here, here.
This explains in part why so many doctors have a drink problem. I mean, I've among the doctors have been very steady. The PMA are concerned that this...
And our Playhouse production at 9:45 is Lifeline, which examines the breakdown of a marriage and how the consequences affect both the wife and, more tragically, the husband.
Wonderful.
Tom, it's me, Dad.
Dad? What a lovely surprise. Come up. Now just push the door.
Ah. Good evening.
You're such a naughty girl.
Oh, please don't worry about it. I'm quite used to it. Dogs always seem to dislike me.
Well, I'm not surprised if you go around frightening them like that. There, there. Don't take any notice of the nasty man.
Yes, it's very lived in.
You hate it, don't you?
No.
Really?
No. It's very, lived in. But you know, you can't compare it to your lovely house, Tom.
Helen's lovely house.
Yeah.
Dad, look, I know this is only a rented flat, but I'm so much happier here. I mean, it's no good having a lovely house if you can't live with the person who's sharing it with you.
I quite agree. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, aren't you having one?
No, I don't think so. You know, I'm rapidly coming to the conclusion that many NHS doctors have a drink problem.
I'm not surprised on your salary. And I don't know how you can afford to buy food, let alone drink. And I can't think why you won't come into private practice with me.
Now, Dad, don't start that again.
What's this?
Scotch. I bought it in the supermarket. Yes, blended from the finest Scotch whiskies.
Dross.
Is that a comment or a place in the Highland?
Yeah, it's just that I happen to have a finely tuned palate.
Oh, Dad, you're such a snob.
Snob? Me? I happen to prefer the best things in life, but that doesn't make me a snob. As bad as your mother.
Why?
She's always calling me a snob.
Well, come on, have another drop of dross and tell me what you want to talk about. I had a message you rang.
Yes.
Well, what is it?
Tom, how do you feel now you're divorced?
How do you mean?
Well, you've been divorced now for 2 months?
2 months and 10 days, actually.
Yes. How's it affected you? I mean, are you all right?
Oh, Dad, I'm fine. Honestly.
Yeah, but Tom, has it been really difficult for you? You've never talked about it, and I would like to know.
Dad, honestly, getting divorced was the wisest thing I have ever done. And if two people can't get on together, they have got to split. It's hard, it's painful, but it's no good living a lie. To thine own self be true.
Yes. That's just what your mother said.
Ah, there you are, you see?
Yeah. And that's why we're getting divorced.
What?
No, you're absolutely right, Tom, and you cannot live a lie. And your mother and I, we both feel that we would be happier apart, so we're getting divorced. Actually, I was wondering if I come stay with you for a little while.
But you can't get divorced. You're married. To my mother.
I mean, if you feel that you can't put me up, well, of course, I understand. But it'd be nice to be together. A couple of bachelors gay, eh? Matter of fact, I've got all my things in the car.
But you've been married for over 30 years.
Yeah, 32, actually.
Yes, well, 32 years. You can't get divorced now. It's not right.
Well, why not? You got divorced after only 5 years.
Yes, but it's all relative. I mean, by today's standards, 5 years is quite a long time. 6 months is short. But a year is short. 2 years, well. But 5 years is pretty good. I mean, I'm quite proud of the fact that Helen and I lasted that long. But 32 years? For goodness sake, Dad, you can't get divorced after 32 years. I mean, it makes a mockery of marriage.
No, I'm sorry, Tom, but I'm afraid I don't follow you. I have served 27 years longer than you. Surely I'm ready for parole.
No. Dad, don't be facetious. You and Mum are one of marriage's success stories. It's people like you that keep the institution of marriage going.
Well, thank you. But we feel we've done our bit.
If marriages like yours break up, what chance have young kids got?
Look, Tom, your mother and I haven't come to this decision lightly. But we have to admit that our marriage isn't working. Matter of fact, I think we probably got married too young.
Look, Dad, you mustn't rush into a hasty decision.
After 32 years, you could hardly call it rushing. And certainly not hasty.
I'm ringing Mum.
Yes, yes. See how she is. Don't look so worried.
I've only just got over my own divorce. I don't think I can cope with yours. Hello, Mum. How are you? Oh. Shall I call back later? Right. No, he's here. Yes, of course he can stay as long as he likes. Yes. Couple of bachelors gay. Yes. Look, I was wondering if I could come and see you tomorrow. Oh. Well, what about Sunday? Right. Bye. See you then. Bye. What? Yes, of course. Right, goodbye. She couldn't talk.
Very upset, was she?
No, she was giving a dinner party.
Oh. Well, didn't she say anything else?
Yes, she said I must make sure you take your pills. I mustn't let you drink too much.
Out here, Tom.
Family, go away.
What house? Behave yourself. Tom, now you be a good girl or you go inside.
She doesn't like me, does she?
Oh, it's not you, darling. She can smell your father.
Missing him, is she?
No, they loathe each other. I think she was worried he'd come back.
How are you? How are you feeling?
Fine.
Yes, but are you all right? How are you really feeling?
Honestly, Tom, I'm fine. Wonderful. Come and sit down.
I bought you some flowers.
Thank you, darling. Woodhouse, I warned you. Come on, Tom. Just ignore her. Hey, darling, what have you done?
No, it's nothing. Now, what about you? You're looking a little pale.
Well, darling, I promise you I'm absolutely fine. Come on, I've had enough. Inside.
quite well behaved normally. I'm convinced it's because you smell like your father. Now, what can I get you? Sherry? Cup of tea? What would you like?
Nothing at all. Come and sit down. I want to talk to you.
Darling, I haven't got much time. I've been invited out to lunch.
Oh. I was going to take you out to lunch. I booked a table.
Oh, darling, how sweet of you. Take Daddy instead.
Well, he's not here. He's gone shooting with one of his patients.
Ah, that boring Lord Rupert, I suppose. Oh, Tom, don't ever go into private practice. Your father works so hard socialising with all those boorish snobs. Mind you, I think he quite likes all that. He's quite a snob himself, you know.
Mum.
Oh, did you remember to give him a woolly or something warm? You don't want him catching a chill.
No, he's fine, Mum.
Oh, darling, he does catch cold so easily. And he's a terrible patient when he's ill. Oh, Tom, I warn you. I warn you, he'll wear you out.
No, Mum, I want to tell you something.
Mm?
Everything is going to be all right.
Of course it is, darling.
No, honestly, Mum, give him a few days, a week, possibly 2 weeks, and I promise you he'll be back.
Oh, Tom, do you think so? What has he said to make you think he'll come back?
Well, he hasn't said anything, but I'm sure he'll be back in a week or so.
Oh, Tom, I do hope with all my heart you're wrong.
I'm sure I'm not. What did you say?
Your father promised me he wouldn't come back, and he wouldn't break a promise, would he? Your father may have many faults, but he gave me his word he wouldn't come back, and I believe him.
You mean you don't want him back?
Oh, God forbid. 32 years is enough for any woman.
Dad, it's 11:45. You said you'd be back around 10. I've been worried sick. Well, why didn't you let me know? Anything could have happened to you. Dad, all you have to do is lift the phone. What? You're going to do what? You're going to drive back now? Well, go carefully. How much have you had to drink? Honestly. All right, now drive carefully. Yeah. What? Dad, I haven't the slightest intention of waiting up. Good night.
Morning, Tom. Nice weekend?
Terrific. My parents are splitting up after 32 years.
What?
Since I last saw you, I have become the product of a broken home. I've been savaged by my mother's dog. And I've acquired a flatmate who's driving me mad, but I can't kick him out because he's my father. Yeah. Just around the weekend off, Charles phoned me at 3 o'clock this morning to tell me he's stuck in San Francisco and can't get back till Thursday.
Didn't mention your finger, or is that too traumatic?
Oh, Louise, I'm glad to be back at work.
Your parents aren't really splitting up, are they?
Yep. After 32 years.
That's awful, isn't it?
Well, I'm not sure it is. My mother looks 20 years younger. I tried to take her out for dinner, and she's not free for 3 weeks. My father's been staying with me for 2 days now, and he's driving me potty. And he's been away one of those 2 days. Oh, no.
What?
I forgot to remind him to take his pills. He gets so irritable if he doesn't take his pills.
Oh, don't worry. He rang to say he's popping in here on his way to Harley Street. He sounded a bit upset.
Oh, what's the matter now?
Had a letter that annoyed him.
Bloody hell.
Oh, you've got one as well.
I don't believe it. What a nerve.
Well, who's it from? Helen? Her solicitor or the Inland Revenue?
It's from Helen. She's had some building work done over the weekend, and she sent me the bill.
What she had done?
I don't know, and I don't care. It's nothing to do with me. But how dare she send me the bill?
Tom?
Dad.
Oh. Look here, I've had a very unpleasant letter after you left.
Excuse me. Give me a buzz when you want the first patient.
Sure, yeah.
And I think you ought to read it.
Dad, I've got enough unpleasant letters of my own to read, thanks very much.
Oh! Don't forget to remind your father to take his pills.
Did you remember to take your pills?
No.
That's why you're so irritable. Take your pills.
I am not irritable. If I am, it's because of this blasted letter. I'm catching a cold. Your mother has consulted a solicitor.
Now, what do you expect? Now, Dad, let me give you a bit of fatherly advice. Women are out to get what they can.
Now, Tom, just remember, you're talking about your mother.
I'm sorry. But just look at this. Helen had some building work done over the weekend, and she sent me the bill.
Yeah, well, you just listen to this. Dear sir, we act for Mrs. Angela Latimer. And we shall be seeking substantial maintenance and a property settlement. Yours faithfully, Harvey F. Kramer.
But I'll just tell you what's happened. Obviously, someone's been telling Mum to get what she can, and when women get together... Who's her solicitor?
Harvey F. Kramer.
That's Helen's solicitor. How dare she interfere? She's unbelievable.
In that case, Thomas, I think you should go straight in there and tell her to keep her nose out of my business.
Right. Look, why don't you go and tell her?
She's your ex-wife. Look, you don't have to get into an argument. Just reason with her quietly and calmly.
Reason with her? She is impossible. You know, on Friday, she had the nerve to ask me to pay the Harrods account, and then today I get an invoice for her building work. I didn't even know what she's had built. No. You can't reason with Helen, Dad. I mean, it's like bashing your head against a brick wall.
Dear Lady Greyshot, I assure you it is simply a mild form of eczema. Nothing to worry about, really.
But it's so unsightly, Dr. Latimer, and it does irritate so.
Just a touch of this ointment night and morning and that little rash will disappear. But you must promise me something.
Of course.
These hands were not made for washing up, were they?
Oh, really?
Now, I know how active you are, Lady Greyshot, but you really must try to resist temptation.
I promise, Dr. Latimer.
And if you're at all unhappy, just telephone Miss Forbes on Monday morning, and she will arrange another appointment for you.
Thank you so much.
Now, you won't forget your promise, will you? No more washing up. Oh, Madeline, will you telephone my son's surgery again? And if he's still busy, leave that message I gave you.
Very well, Dr. Latimer.
Goodbye, Dr. Latimer. And once again, thank you so very much.
Not at all, Lady Greyshot. My time is yours. Madeline, Lady Greyshot's account. The consultation was 45 minutes. Oh, yes, and don't forget, when you're making out the bill, add £7.50 for my ointment.
Breathe in and out. And in and out. Do up your shirt now, Mr. Burton.
Thank you, Doctor.
Well, it's the same old story. You have got to give up smoking.
Oh, I can't give it up, Doctor. It's like a drug.
It is a drug.
Yeah, right.
Hello? Oh, not again. Helen, please don't call me on this line. I told you I'm in the middle of surgery. Mr. Burton.
Yeah?
I'll tell you something. I used to smoke, and to be honest, in times of stress, I'm very tempted to have a cigarette myself. Helen, If you want to leave a message, call Louise on the other number. This is my private line for important calls. Now, what was I talking about?
Stress.